So I thought that today would be a perfect day to share a home tour. I feel like I need to say, hello, nice to see you. It has been a while since I have filmed a decor type video. I've been doing the podcast style for the past couple of months, and I really appreciate you just being flexible with me as I did something different here on my channel. I do plan to continue doing some of those podcast style videos, but I also want to incorporate back in some of these decor videos, day in the life, cleaning, decluttering, those types of things that I know a lot of you love watching. And I just did not have the time or the space or the energy this past summer and early fall, but now things are kind of settling down and I feel like I can start incorporating some of those videos again. So thanks again for just being patient with me, and let's go ahead and jump right into today's video. So out here on our front porch, I kept it super simple. I just hung up this pumpkin door hanger that I had purchased a few years ago on clearance from an antique store. It's perfect for fall. I just added a little bit of twine on the top stem here and to kind of dress it up. But that's what I have on our door. And then down here, I have this little stool. My kids used to use a step stool for getting to the sink in the bathroom. But now it's out here, and I added these pumpkins. My kids each picked out a pumpkin from the pumpkin patch, so they put those out here on the porch. So now we're gonna come in to the entryway. I live in a split foyer home. Entryways and split foyers are always a little difficult to style and to just decorate, but I have a few things going on here. Here on this rack, I have this fall sign that I made with a group from my church. The ladies went to a place called Milford Market, and so what they do is they give you all of the wooden pieces and the paint, and then you get to decide what color you want it all, and you get to glue it on however you want. And so that's what I chose. I made that last year and just put that up along with this basket that's always there on that rack. And then I just leave my flag here. It's just easy to grab whenever we need to hang it up outside. And then above that, I just have that basket for texture. Above the door is this chalkboard that I put a verse on. I did that back in September with the sunflower on the side. So I probably should change it out for fall, but that's what I have for now. And then I love grapevine wreaths. And so I especially love them in fall. I just think that there's something, just the dry branches look good and look for fall. So I put that up, just really simple. And then I just have my other regular decor in the entryway. On this wall above my mugs, I have this basket, and I just added this fall garland. It was actually from Dollar Tree years ago, and it's lost some leaves, so I've added in some greenery here and there. And I just added that around the basket. And then I also added this sign. It isn't necessarily fall, but I think just with the yellow around it, it just reminds me of fall and goes with the fall colors. I don't normally have it out, but I just like to bring it out in fall. So that's over there. And then coming around, I don't have much anywhere else except for right over here in the corner. This is a cake stand that was my mom's. And above it is this pumpkin, which she actually gave to me as well. More of a Thanksgiving type pumpkin. But I love that over there. And then I just put some random leaves that I've gotten over the years underneath of it. It's always hard to figure out what to put in that little corner. So I feel like that pumpkin does well there. And then coming around to this side, I don't have much over here, but I always keep this little frame up here, and I just added this pumpkin print that I got. I believe I got it last year from some website. I can't remember, but it was actually in that frame, and I had just flipped it around and it was back there, and then I just flipped it back this fall. And then when fall is over, I'll flip it back to the other that I usually keep around there. And then below my cutting board, I recently put this frame, and I'm thinking about putting a frame inside of it and maybe like some kind of a picture. I don't know, but it's empty for now. Eventually I'll add to it. So now we're gonna move into our dining room, which is also my office, as you can see over in the corner. So on the table, I always have some sort of a basket here, or some kind of a tray. Right now I have this basket. I thought it kind of looked good for fall with the brown, dark brown. And then again, this is another one of those Dollar Tree garlands. It's just a leafy garland. And this jar I got years ago at a mom's group, and it was just painted orange glittery. And so I always bring that out at fall. I believe there's a small candle in there as well. And then we just use it. It's very functional for our napkins. So as I mentioned, I also have my office here. So we eat here. I also work over here in this corner. And so there's not really much going on over here that's fall, but I do have this on my wall here. This was my grandmother's. I remember having it in her, or seeing it in her kitchen. And so I usually just have some greenery up here, and I just added some of my leaves to the little pot area to give it a fall look. The dining room is also our homeschool room. And so right now we're using this secretary desk to hold all of our homeschool items. And I won't open the drawer because it's a mess in there. But that has all of our homeschool stuff. And then in this basket, we keep Bibles and stuff for Awana. So that is the dining room. Next up is the living room, and this is where I have some more fall decor. So let's start over here. Not a whole lot going on over here. Our furniture has seen better days. Hopefully we can replace some of it soon. This table, I just have these baskets stacked here. Eventually I want to make a basket wall, but I thought, you know what? I'm just going to stack them here. They're kind of pretty just sitting there. And then I like to sit in this chair in the mornings when I do my quiet time. So I have my books here. Our Bible study group is currently doing this book, Gentle and Lowly. It's a really good one. Definitely recommend. So then as we make our way around, not a whole lot going over here, but this is used all the time in this space. I have this old mirror that was my husband's grandparents' mirror, and I added this wreath onto it. This wreath was basically just a bunch of random greenery pieces that I had left over from different projects that I've done. And then I added in the orange and yellow flowers for fall. Normally it's just the green wreath, but I thought the orange and yellow flowers would look pretty for fall. Above the entertainment center, I have this mirror that came from my dad's. He gave it to me. It was in his basement. He didn't need it and didn't want it. So I added these leaves, these yellow leaves. I think they are so pretty. But I picked them up from Hobby Lobby last year. It was actually a bunch. And so I just cut all the stems off. And I had used them in a wreath, but I took them off the wreath. Just wanted to do something different this year. And this was what I had. I couldn't fill in the entire mirror. So I just kind of did like a half-sided garland type look. And I actually kind of like it. I don't know. I'm like, does it look weird or does it, I don't know. It is what it is. And for the most part, I think it adds some good fall touches to our living room here. And then last is over here on these shelves. I love to decorate these shelves for the different seasons. And so up here on this top shelf, I have this old frame that I've had for years. It was my grandmother's. And then these brown bottles they actually had root beer in them. And I thought, oh, those would be perfect for fall decorations. So I kept them, cleaned them up and kept them. And then I just added some sedum from our yard to each of the jars. The kids helped me cut those off and put those in there. So that was free decor right there. And then this sign came from Dollar Tree years ago. I've had it for a long time, but I just really like how festive it is. And then underneath of it, this last shelf, I have some different random books here that have been given to me throughout the years. I like to bring out ones that have fall colors on them. And then above it is this bowl that I got from my parents. And in it, I just added a pick from Hobby Lobby that I've had for years and a couple random leaves that I have. And then these aren't necessarily fall, but I do like to bring out these clocks this time of year. Just having the gold and the black reminds me of kind of fall colors. And then this little wooden gnome was given to my husband by a coworker. I thought he was super cute. Thank you for watching. I hope that you really enjoyed my decor for fall. I know that I don't spend a lot of money. Obviously, I didn't spend anything this year on my home decor, but I still hope that you enjoyed it and maybe got some inspiration for decorating your own home. Thank you again for joining me. If you're new here, I do love to just share about homemaking. My channel is kind of a hodgepodge of things. I talk about homemaking, cleaning, time management. I declutter sometimes. I have a heart for stay-at-home moms and for those who choose to homeschool and those just homemaking in general. I feel like there's just so much that is involved in homemaking, and I am happy to share that with you here on this channel. So thank you for joining me, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.